Yes.
It is me, Chris Cuomo.
It's all related too. That's the best part today.
And I have got this Moco Bennett brand new show. I love my mother. I hate my brother.
What was that?
So let's get after it and have us a good time. Some good fucking bread.
Some good. I wonder. But is everything okay? Did Mersh just disappear? Oh no.
I got.
Oh no. Should we?
This is certainly cat related.
Oh yeah, absolutely cat related. By the way, you could buy that shirt, the Let's Get After Chris Cuomo shirt, right now at a merch engine, merchengine.com. Merchengine.com.
You know, you do talk about shirts a lot.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It gave me a chance to plug our Let's Get After It shirt.
I don't even know what happened. There was a loud crashing noise, and I went out there, and everything's normal.
I blame the cats.
Cats.
So he's answering more. He's answering more YouTube comments. Chris Cuomo's answering more YouTube comments.
It's my favorite.
I skipped to the best one. Here we go.
Let's switch gears here and do some YouTube comments. We have a lot of YouTube comments. This is from your interview with Jamel Hill. I don't understand the use of pronouns when for so many years the LGBTQ community fought to just be viewed as everyone else. There's always been feminine men and masculine women. It is all very confusing, yet I respect the conversation.
It is confusing. Change can be difficult.
Listen, Mersh, to how enlightened he is. This is great.
I think wanting to be accepted like everybody else means being accepted on their own terms of what their identity is. And I get that that's confusing. And I find it to be that way as well, although I think that I bring just so much less judgment to it.
He's so much more like, you know.
This is the Chris we all love.
This is when he's peak. This is peak Chris.
So smug.
He's so fucking smug. I'm more enlightened than the rest of you. That's for I can't say anymore. Fuck. I'm more enlightened than you losers.
You losers. You quiz. You still say quiz?
No, listen. Look, I don't care what you want to be, but if you got a dick, you gotta fucking tell me.
Than so many other people do. I have a high level of indifference for other people's actions that don't impact on me or mine.
That's why they call me Libertarian Chris Cuomo.
Sir, you almost got in a fist fight with your neighbor over COVID. And then you also almost got in a fist fight because somebody called you Fredo.
They don't tread on me, Chris Cuomo, for no reason. That's for sure.
We have had you pegged as a hothead from day one, Chris.
Yeah.
Don't fucking come on.
You're an Italian with a microphone. We know what you are.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
My kid says that that's their reality, their truth. I got to care about it and get into it in a way that I'm not going to if it's you or your kid. Why? Because
So what he's saying is, not my kid, is what he's saying. He's doing the typical. This is about as well. Let me tell you something right now. What you're seeing right now,
Like maybe your kids are like a little, whatever. But
this is about as woke as an Italian man of his age can be. This is the wokest you got, which is like, look, as long as my kid ain't a fag, I don't really give a fuck if your kid's a fag, you know? Like, I tell you what, my kid who fucking tailors my suits, gayest guy I know. Love him. Love him.
It's fine if it's your kids. I don't mind that.
You know, but now the moment if my kid, now I'm going to start caring. Now, that's when my kid goes to private school, honestly, because I don't want him. But, like, I don't give a fuck of your kids. Fucking Chris.
I stick to my own.
He sticks to his own.
And what you decide is right for your life. Yeah, but they're forcing it onto us. They're forcing us, okay. Well, let's take a look at that. What are you really being forced to do? Well, they're playing sports against girls, and that's not fair. How often is that happening?
Enough that it's upsetting the system.
Oh, men are raping women in female prisons, and his answer is, how often is that happening? Even if it happens once, it's a problem, Christopher.
Well, once is too often. All of a sudden, once is too often. It's amazing how we apply that standard when it's convenient to us. But I do get that.
Chris, once is too often. It should be convenient for everybody to say that.
it is confusing and it is upsetting. And when you hear about people who say, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have done this transition thing, that makes it even more upsetting. Oh, but that's so rare. Oh, now here they're using the one is not enough.
Middle of the road.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, there's too much politics at play in this. And
basically not to have sort of any opinion on anything, really.
It's
better to just stay out of everything, because otherwise you're going to get canceled.
The reason we like him, and we like him unchained, as we call him, now he's on a news network, he doesn't have a producer in his ear reeling him in. So what you're watching is he is
getting the dial it back, Chris. Come on, we got a hard out in 30 seconds. Come on, man.
He is, man, Mersh and I talk about it all the time. There's nothing more fun than watching somebody who's stupid try to act smart.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the Brendan Schaub's another reason we like Brendan Schaub, right? It's this when you are dumb. Look, we're not geniuses. We're idiots, right?
And Chris is even better because, like, it's one thing to just be dumb and try to sound smart. But,
right.
Like, there's a difference between smart and, like, enlightened. Chris, like, wants to be enlightened.
That's a good point.
He's always looking for this meaning to things. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot, Chris. Go do your fucking bicep curls. You know what I mean? Just go, you know what I mean? And go have a steak and a cigar. That's as good as life's going to get for you. You enjoy life. It's like people that enjoy life only on its surface level.
Yeah.
But they're always like, there's got to be more to it, though.
Yeah, I know, but we saw you wearing we saw you on your break. You weren't in a fucking meditation retreat. You were wearing that shiny shirt, dancing in a club at the VIP section. Remember that? With his F1, with his Ford Raptor taking up 2 spaces.
Yes. What an
Chris,
asshole.
you're a fucking dumb Guido. It's fine, bro. There's plenty of good dumb Guidos out there. It's fine.
Believe that there's exaggeration of the.
And then when you say that, or you joke around him, then he can't help it because he's stuck in the corner because his reply is always like, "You wouldn't say that to my face." Remember when he did that with Tucker? When he's like, "Tucker wouldn't say that to my face." Hey guys, don't forget we do have Chris Cuomo emojis now. If you click it, so please, can we get some emojis is Chris Cuomo emojis in the chat for this, please? Yeah, man, it's like he's
fantastic.
He's my favorite person. Chris Cuomo, if I'm him, the right thing to say is, look, I'm not going to talk about this trans stuff because to be honest with you, I don't fucking understand it. You know?
I'm not going to lie to you. Those fucking people freak me out, man.
Exactly.
Relevance of this in our society. Oh, but Bill Maher, you like him, and he says that the percentage of people in the community is expanding exponentially every generation. Soon we'll all be gay. Or
not my family.
Some of it is people feeling free about expressing themselves in a way that they didn't before. How many gay men, and especially men, but how many gay men have you heard about being married with kids because they had to live that way to be accepted in society, they thought?
Yeah, maybe they live on Long Island. You know, maybe they work out a lot.
Who knows? Maybe they've
around killing birds.
If I'm sore, my brain doesn't put the gay thoughts in there. As long as I'm blasting my lats, I can't be gay. Not in here.
You think that's why he kills? You think that's why he has a compulsion to kill small birds?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to take the anger out on the birds.
I do like this idea that Chris is so dumb he thinks that working out is the path to not being gay.
Unbelievable.
So it is confusing.
Being physically fit is totally not gay. Like, nah, man, I can't be gay, so I got to get as fit as possible. Like, I think you're going the opposite direction, my guy.
It is frustrating, but how we deal with it matters also. And I think there's just as much trouble on that side as there is what we're dealing with.
This is from your interview with Barbara
I love
Corcoran.
that he says so much, but he says nothing.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's a dumb Guido.
These are 2 different opinions on the interview. Jose Gonzalez writes, Chris, what a great interview. It is so great to see you in this format. 5 likes. D writes, be careful and mindful of your guest interviews turning into therapy sessions. 1 like.
What are you trying to say? You're trying.
Why does the likes matter? Why
yeah,
do the likes
who
matter?
cares about likes? What do you, Chris? Tucker's getting like 16 million views in like 5 minutes.
Dude, he's not even making money. He's just doing it for fun.
He's doing it because he's mad at Fox.
And he's dominating everybody
he's doing it for fun while Fox is still paying him.
Yes.
How's that for you? Hey, yo, got some of that good bread on my jacket. Let's get after it. Bada boom. Sergeant Cajones, $30, man. Great donations today. Dude, this show is so awesome. One of my favorite moments is when they goofed on Mark Levin with Linkin Park playing on the background. That is old school.
That is an old
That
reference.
is like 2017 ROTC. Woo! Man, you're old school if you know that. Unless you went back to our locals and saw the first
He
400
never went
episode.
back to that, did he?
I don't think so.
He changed that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't listened to Mark Levin in forever because I don't want to keep hearing about how great Israel is. Chuck Norris Gun Club, look at all these women I've sexually harassed, proves I'm not gay.
Trying to say that you don't want that from an interview. Well, then don't watch it or don't listen to it. I don't have that concern that some might see it as therapeutic or helping them to pursue some deeper questions or truths about themselves or their.
He wants to be so smart. And I know I keep sticking on this.
And again, not just smart. He wants to be deep.
Yeah, deep.
He wants to be
Thought-provoking,
like,
thought-provoking.
Yeah, he wants to be like this insightful guy. That people are like, man, Chris, man, that guy's got so much world knowledge.
He is just
their life or the people around them. And I think that's one of the distinct benefits of perspective from somebody like a Barbara Corcoran who's lived life in so many different facets and ways and what she's learned about it. See, I care more about struggle and suffering and the human condition
than you do. I'm smarter than you.
I'm smarter than you.
Look what he sounds so arrogant all the time.
And he thinks, what I love is that in his arrogance, he thinks he's being humble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. You're right. Then he looks in the mirror and goes, "You're a stand-up guy, Chris. You're a stand-up guy.
That's why everybody loves you."
He looks in the mirror and goes, "If only they knew how great you really were."
Chris, dinner's ready. I'll be up there in a sec, hon. Flexes a couple times. He goes, "You're a winner." Blows a kiss to himself and goes, "Let's get after it, Christopher."
Chris is the kind of guy that blurts out "Nah, I put my pants on one leg at a time like anyone else." Like nobody complimented him to begin with.
Yeah, no, I
He's
get
the kind of guy that would just blurt that out.
And then it would be like,
"What?
Sir, this is a drive-through at a Dunkin' Donuts. What do you want?"
I do my best for my family, my kids. That's all we can do in this world,
There's a line around the store, sir. What do you want?
Fucking order already!
And he always calls women beautiful when he sees them. Hello, beautiful.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, beautiful. How you doing, beautiful?
Than I do the intellectual or provocative interest in hearing a Barbara Corcoran say things about the other guys on Shark Tank or her 3 keys to investing. I'm more interested in the human experience.
So you had an investor, someone who invests on Shark Tank, and instead of talking about the thing that everybody wants to know, is like, hey, what are some cool things that you've seen? What's some stuff? Instead, you want to know about her human experience. Mm-hmm. You're a fucking moron, Chris.
Hey, Barbara, do you shit like the rest of us?
Yeah. Hey, seriously, look, I know that you approve this new sham wow, but you know what? What dries up your tears?
Yeah, it's not so much this. It's not so much the absorbance of this product that I'm interested in. I want to see what kind of life experience, what kind of knowledge you've absorbed on your journey. Shut up, fucking dickhead. Go work on your traps, you fucking.
You gave 10% to that guy that invented a new mechanical spoon, but I want 100% of your life story.
Hey, nobody ever tried to kill my father.
What? No one's talking about that, Chris. Why do you keep bringing that up? Now it's making him feel like someone definitely tried to kill your father.
Hey, nobody tried to kill my father.
All
especially not the mafia that did not exist.
Which my dad was definitely not a part of and helped covering up crimes of. That's for sure. What did that fuck Andrew tell you? What the fuck did that Andrew tell you?
Telling you, he'll tell anybody. Tell anybody with a set of tits, any family secret.
Christ.
He's like Rona Biden over here.
Can't eat a hot dog around the guy. He goes to and pretends it's his dick around women like all the fucking time.
Sausage, eh?
Yeah.
Sausage. Remember that? It's like, dude, relax.
Yo, this broad isn't the worst. I'll tell you that, Toots.
Dude, there's 1,000 media people with cameras around. We're at a public
Chris.
lunch.
Mayo Riot, Chris has a gay conversion camp. Work out the gay away.
But yeah, never forget that Andrew Cuomo legit like did that sausage thing. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like a report that came out during the case. That was something that was at him, like a dinner that he was at.
Jesus Christ.
Saying it to some media chick. Sausage though, right? Sausage. Remember, he like multiple times. They kept steering the conversation away. He's like, nah, but get it, like sausage, like dicks.
And how we get to know ourselves and be our best selves.
Greasy N-word said, let's get after it. Thank you.
And how we keep making efforts in that regard, which is never a finished work. I think that's of more value, certainly to me and to the people I'm trying to reach. And if that's not you, that's cool. There are a lot of podcasts out there. But I'm not going to shy away from somebody offering depth into what I think matters most.
This is from one of your Cuomo on the Couch episodes. This is from Christine Barnes. She writes, I love these talks and look forward to them. I can deal with physical pain, but the emotional stuff, and I have a ton of it, is agonizing. I'm glad I can recognize my lows, and I'm learning how to analyze them. Sign me up if you decide to take this on its own route. So helpful. Thank you, Chris.
I'd need to have like 10 or 20,000 people sign up.
Is he grifting?
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
He's grifting.
Are we going to get
we're doing a YouTube comment to set up the pitch.
Are we going to see a Christopia?
Apparently.
For like $9 or $10 a month.
He's got a number.
He's
got a number already.
For the production value and
Chris, did you send yourself a comment under a burner account?
$10 a month, and he wants 20,000 people to give that to him.
Yeah, it has to be worth it. It's got to be. It's a stanzo. They're nice.
He wants $2 million a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man's got a mortgage. What do you want from me?
You got to make it worth my while. What do you want him to do?
We work too much.
I mean, no, we really do. I will agree that we work way too much.
Because my God, these motherfuckers, all these the Crowder contract.
Yeah, it hurts sometimes.
The one he turned down, the one he was mad about.
Yeah, it hurts.
Don't forget about that.
It hurts sometimes, right?
Don't forget about that. He was mad, so mad about a contract. He secretly recorded people at Daily Wire. Me and Royce would have lined up and let fucking Jeremy Boring throat fuck us. The amount of money for doing 3 days a week.